Kim, I'm going to need you to get here early this morning and go over these files with me again.
Early this morning? I mean, I just got up a few minutes ago. By the time I shower and get into the office, it'll be about starting time.
So, starting time for you is what, 9 a.m.?
That is the time the office opens, Deb.
Opens for business with our clients, sure, but the doors are unlocked at 7:30. And with this big meeting later today with the West Coast office, I really need you to clarify a few things with me.
Again?
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. I'm just trying to figure out how I can lay it out for you in a clearer way. I was at the office last night well past 8 p.m., writing up all the notes you would need to understand the processes.
Yes, well, I am not an IT person, am I?
No, of course, I realize that. That's why I laid everything out for you in layman's terms. I spent quite a while writing everything out for you so you would be well prepared for the meeting. Was there something you had trouble understanding?
Clearly, you've changed everything around since the last time we talked about this.
No, I haven't. The code is all exactly the same as before. All of the shortcuts I taught you are still intact. You're able to assign passwords, monitor workflow, and track shipping and receiving in real time, just like you asked. I have made it as easy as possible for you. Those notes I wrote you should cover it all. I stayed late last night writing it all up for you because I really do need to focus my attentions today on other projects.
So that's it? You plan to just leave me high and dry?
No, not at all. I've just got other assignments that I can't continue to put off. If you have any confusion while you're in your meeting, just look at the notes I gave you. That's why I wrote it all out on Post-it notes for you, attached to your hard copy of your presentation. If they have any questions about any of the new additions to workflow, you could literally just read to them what I wrote on those notes.
You expect me to go into a meeting with the West Coast office and read little notes off of Post-its? What is this? My 8th grade science project? I need to completely understand what it is I will be presenting.
Right. But we've been over this a number of times now. I used Post-its because you said you didn't want to keep staring at your screen during the meeting. And last week, you said you understood and felt good about everything.
Well, that was before you went and changed everything, wasn't it?
I promise you, nothing at all has changed.
Really? Because I am looking at my monitor now, and it won't let me open up the shipping folders.
Are you clicking on it from your management profile?
Huh?
Remember, we've discussed this a few times now. You just have to enter the shipping system using your management profile. With your password?
Well, I don't remember you ever saying that.
We covered this a number of times. That's why I created that field at the bottom of your monitor that says management in huge letters.
Well, I can't find it, okay? I need you here now. Skip your shower and get here ASAP.
Wow. Okay, fine. See you soon. Hey, Lucy, could I make an appointment to come into HR today and have a word with you? Oh, hi, Kim. Sure, of course. Is everything okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just having some issues with a member of the management team. Oh, no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Want to give me a little idea of what we're talking about? It's Deb on the 4th floor. She's really been monopolizing my time lately and making unreasonable demands of me. I see. Could you elaborate? I've spent a good deal of time teaching her some very basic processes that, frankly, she should already know. Technically, any member of management should be able to teach any junior member of staff these processes. And yet, she not only doesn't know how to do them at all, but blames me when she can't figure it out. I am really unsure how her department is even functioning, but everyone else there seems to be operating just fine. I have single-handedly set up the shipping files for her so that she can manage the entire chain from her desk. It's work I'm really proud of, actually. But week to week, she just becomes so frustrated when she can't handle even the simplest instructions, and is now asking me to work extra hours to compensate for her inability to grasp the system. I see. Well, why don't you come by around 4 p.m. today? Does that work? Yes, sounds good. I'll see you then. Wow. Thanks a lot, Deb.
Huh? What's this about?
Don't pull that crap with me. You know exactly what happened.
Do I?
I went to HR for a meeting today with Lucy, and they had a package waiting for me.
Oh, really?
I was fired.
Oh, wow.
You told them that I deliberately sabotaged you in that meeting? That I didn't adequately prepare you for the presentation? That I didn't supply you with the notes that you had requested?
Well, maybe if you had been able to spend a little more time with me, getting me up to snuff.
Up to snuff on what? Stuff you should have already known?
Hey, just because you're supposed to be some computer wizard, you can't expect everyone around you to geek out like you do. Sometimes you need to think about how you are presenting things to others. Let that be a lesson learned.
A lesson learned? Are you kidding me? I spent weeks trying to teach you that new workflow. I created it to make things easier for your department. But when I came to work with you so you could learn it, we had to start over from day one. You didn't even understand how your old system operated. How in the world did you ever get promoted to manager?
Well, clearly not being an egghead like you.
Egghead? Seriously?
When are computer nerds like you going to learn? This industry is about people, and I am a people person. There's a reason they have another floor for you people to hide out in. So nobody has to gather around the water cooler and listen to you talk about the Doctor Who convention you attended. Online.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Oh my god. Hold on. I'm still laughing at the idea of you going to a nerd convention online.
You know what? I don't give a crap what you think of me and my friends. I don't care if you like me. I don't need you to like me. But I do want to know why you lied to HR about how I prepared you for that meeting.
You mean how you failed to prepare me?
Are you kidding? I had written copious notes for you because you said you didn't want to rely on screens.
Well, like I said, I am a people person. I like to connect.
Uh-huh. So what was I supposed to do to give you notes?
Well, I guess that's where a little bit of imagination would be useful. You know, save some for work and not your nerd conventions.
Okay. Well, because the notes I gave you were all handwritten, I had nothing to show to HR when they asked me to prove that I had given you notes for the meeting.
Oopsie.
Oopsie? I am out of a job.
Yeah, well, NMP. As far as I'm concerned, you made me look bad today. And I don't like looking bad. So go off and find yourself another job with, I don't know, hobbits or something.
You know what, Deb? I am really sick of...
Hold on. I'm picturing you working in an office full of hobbits. I can't even.
Ugh. Goodbye, Deb.
Good morning, Kim.
Huh? Oh my God, seriously?
Hope you're having a nice day. I was hoping you could possibly help me out with something.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Well, I am here with the rest of the management team. We left you a couple of voicemails this morning. I guess you didn't get them. Anyways, if you could please just go over with me again how I access the shipping folders.
You have got to be kidding me.
Yes, well, it seems that something has gone wrong with the system. Orders that I approved earlier this week accidentally got shipped to Asia. Perhaps you made an error on something new you did when you were on your way out that day you left?
You mean the day you got me fired?
Oh, yeah, well, I realized there was quite a misunderstanding that day.
A misunderstanding? You accused me of sabotaging you. I was let go with 0 severance. I had 12 days of vacation time coming to me that the company is refusing to pay me out on.
Oh, my. Well, that's unfortunate. But if you wouldn't mind just helping me with this teensy issue. We've had other members of the IT team up here taking a look, but they can't access the right files either. They say they're in a crypt or something.
Encrypted?
Yes, that's it.
Right. And guess who has the passwords? You do.
Oh, wow. Okay, so none of my regular passwords are working?
Why am I not surprised? Well, there is a workaround on that issue. There is a way to fix it so you can get around to the proper folder with just a general management key.
Oh, great. Oh, fabulous. Thank you so much, Kim. I knew you would be professional about this. So, how do we do that?
Oh, sorry, but I can't tell you that.
Huh? Oh, this really isn't a good time to joke around. I've got the entire management team at my terminal right now.
Oh, wow. That sounds stressful.
Yes, it is. And you see, if we can't get this figured out today, IT is telling us they would need to create a whole new system for us.
Uh-huh.
And that could take a week or even more. And that in the meanwhile, we would need to go back to doing it all manually. Like being here overnight to call in the shipments at 3 a.m.
Oh, wow. Yup.
And Asia and the West Coast would need manpower at odd hours as well, which could potentially cost the company, hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe even more.
Yeah. Wow. That's a lot to deal with. I'm sure they don't want that.
Exactly. So you get where I'm coming from.
Oh, of course I know exactly where you are coming from.
Oh, thank God.
And you should know where I'm coming from. Like, literally.
Huh?
FC Griff. As of yesterday.
FC Griff? Our biggest competitor? What do you mean?
I mean that I signed my contract with them just yesterday. So technically, I shouldn't even be speaking to you right now. You see, their contract with me clearly states that I cannot discuss any company processes with other companies. And since I will likely use the same code here as I did there, well, you could see how I wouldn't want to compromise myself or my employer.
But, don't you owe a duty to our company, to make sure you leave things in place for the next person?
You think I owe something to a company that robbed me of my paid vacation days? A company that fired me without even listening to my side of the story and dumped me with 0 severance? They walked me out of there with a security guard.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that. But you have a new job now. Good for you. I must have really underestimated you. The thing is, I really need this job. And I am really worried if this whole thing falls apart that I might get fired also. I mean, IT people like you, they get scooped up really quickly. I just look at how fast you got hired. But upper management positions are harder to come by.
Well, I'm sure they are for dingbats like you.
Oh, listen, I'm sorry, okay? I really am. But I'm in a real jam here. When word gets out about this going down and what this could cost the company, I wouldn't get a job anywhere.
Wow, that is sad for you. But you see, I'm a people person. And right now, I'm going to stick with the people and the company who hired me on the spot and gave me a 25% salary hike.
Did they really? Oh, wow. Do you know if they have any openings?
Oh, goodbye, Deb. From what I heard, they had a real mess on their hands back at my old company. I don't know much of the details, but more than one person lost their job over it, including Deb. Apparently, Deb had shown HR our text message exchange to try and prove that I was unwilling to help. But it backfired on her, because it also proved to HR that she had sabotaged me in the first place, and that she had covered up the fact that I had given her notes for her meeting, that she was just too dumb to use. I'm not sure where she is now, but I know it's not anywhere in our industry. I would have heard if she landed at one of our competitors. As for me, I love my new company. They treat me with respect and appreciation for the hard work I do. And I have found a great group of friends who I hang out with even outside of work. And no, we are not all going to a Doctor Who convention together. But we are talking about going to Comic-Con. Have a true tech story of your own? Share it with our team. And don't forget to subscribe for more True Tech Stories.